A good evening to you and thanks for joining us on the evening news. My name is Ifunanya Amafili. The news trending for this evening. Governor Obiano charges state citizenry on the act of giving to bring positive change to their vicinities. Management of Alaba International Market expressed intentions to partner state government. Hundreds escaped death in Lagos train accident. And on the foreign scene, Taliban attacks North and West Afghanistan, killing policemen and soldiers. And we'll start with the news in details. Governor Willie Obiano has asked the citizenry to always live a life of giving and to exist for others. Governor Obiano was speaking during a solemn mass of rededication of St. Joseph Catholic Church, Aguleri, and our government house correspondent, Ejike Abana, reports that the mass was celebrated by His Eminence, Francis Cardinal Arinze.
In his home church, Governor Obiano single-handedly rebuilt it as a personal commitment to his Catholic faith and a practicing Christian. The clergy, including Most Reverend Valerian Okeke, Most Reverend Dennis Isizo, Most Reverend Hilary Okeke, the political class, including the Chief of Staff to the Governor, Mr. Primus Odili, the traditional ruler of Nteje, Igwe Rolando Debo, cabinet members of Aguleri, among others, attended the Mass. Governor Obiano said that the move was a demonstration of his love for God and humanity, adding that himself and his wife have engaged in humanitarian services for over the years, saying that the choice of St. Joseph was because of its rich history as the oldest church in the Southern Protectorate. Describing the day as special, the governor appreciated His Eminence for coming in person to perform the function and called on the people of Aguleri to increase their commitment to God and church through propagation of the gospel. Earlier in a homily, Francis Cardinal Arinze highlighted what the church represents and expectations from Christians, pointing out that the church, as a symbol of the New Jerusalem, represents the body of Jesus Christ and commended the governor's gesture. The auxiliary bishop of Onitsha Diocese, Most Reverend Isizo, who gave a brief history of St. Joseph Church, explained that the artifacts and design of the church are deliberate, adding that the church, having been consecrated by His Eminence, is now more recognized the world over. Speaking to the ABS, the member representing Onitsha 2 constituency, Mr. Edi Ibuzo, said that living a life of giving is expected of everyone, irrespective of religion, status, or class. Prayer of dedication, consecration of the altar and the entire church with chrism oil and incense by His Eminence amidst sonorous tunes and renditions by the choir featured at the Mass. From St. Joseph Catholic Church, Aguleri, Ejike Abana, ABS News.
The contributions of the Nigerian Armed Forces in the unity and existence of the nation cannot be quantified. Governor Willie Obiano made the assertion during the 2019 launching of Emblem Appeal Fund of the Nigerian Legion, Anambra State Chapter, held at the Government House, Oka. And our correspondent, Chibuzo Okoye, completes the report.
Governor, who was represented by the State Head of Service, Barrister Harry Odu, underscored the innumerable and critical roles the armed forces have played in the unity, peace, and security of the nation, and made it clear that the state government is appreciative of their sacrifices.
We can't but appreciate deeply the efforts of those who have made their great contributions, so that the young ones who are still active and in active combat will be able to do what they have to do with all manner of courage, knowing that what they are doing will be remembered and will not be in vain.
The Chief Judge of the State, Justice Peter Umade, disclosed that the judiciary and the military enjoy cordial relationship and commended them for their love, patriotism, and service to the nation.
This is about patriotism, this is about love of country, this is about service, and this is about what sometimes is cheesy, but which you undergo when you talk about the supreme sacrifice.
The state chairman of the Nigerian Legion, Elder Joseph Ifeanyi, represented by the state secretary of the Legion, Major Ben Ezabogo, in an address commended Governor Obiano and his wife for their support to the council and listed some of their pressing needs to include lack of office accommodation, operational vehicle, poor budgetary allocation, among others.
Promoting the welfare of ex-servicemen and to foster comradeship among ex-servicemen of Nigerian armed forces. The functions include to establish, resolve, manage, control, and regulate the conduct and affairs of the Court of Commissioner, the Civil Unarmed Security Outfit.
The statutory instrument that established the Nigerian Legion is Act Number 37 of 1988, with the primary aim of promoting the welfare of ex-servicemen and to foster comradeship among ex-servicemen of Nigerian Armed Forces. Present at the event included the Commander, Artillery Regiment, Onitsha, Colonel A.Y. Bwala, the Commander, Naval Outpost, Onitsha, Navy Captain K. Mohammed, the representatives of the Police Commissioner, the DSS, and the Nigerian Security and Civil Defense Corps. Others at the event were the Secretary to the State Government, Professor Solochu Hulobel, the Permanent Secretary, Office of the Secretary to the State Government, Dr. Emma Udabe, as well as members of the State Legion in Oka. It's been Chibuzo Okoye for ABS News.
The management of Alaba International Electronics Market, Lagos, has said that it will collaborate with Anambra State Government to fast-track the development of the state. Our correspondents, Abuchi Nwazo and Emmanuel Okonkwo, who engaged the chairman of the market, Evangelist Paulinus Ugochukwu, in an exclusive interview on the 40th anniversary celebration of the market coming up on the 1st of February this year. We have the details.
The ABS in his country home, Orifite, Ekwusigo local government area, Evangelist Gochukwu disclosed that the group is planning to bring part of the market to Anambra State as part of their contribution aimed at developing the state, in addition to creating jobs for the teeming youths. Describing Anambra as peace-loving and the most secured state in Nigeria, Evangelist Ugochukwu called on Ndi Igbo to see the development of their home state as an obligation. He said that the management of the Alaba International Market will continue to synergize with the Standard Organization of Nigeria, SON, in checkmating the influx of fake products in the area aimed at ensuring quality of goods.
We want Nigeria to know that Alaba International have come of age, that we have a good people in Alaba and people that know what they are doing. The Governor is doing well. And recently, the last time he visited Lagos, he promised us that he want us to come to Anambra State so that he can give us land that we can build can have a branch of Alaba International Market. So we have a very good relationship with him. We want to bring Alaba International back home. So that it's not that we are Lagos, no, but we want to bring it to Nigeria, so to Anambra State, so that people will come to buy. And by doing that, we give employment to our people.
Evangelist Ugochukwu was elected in October last year, disclosed there are part of activities lined up to celebrate the 40th anniversary of the market. A book titled 40 Years Journey to Alaba International Market will be unveiled during the event. Evangelist Ugochukwu drew the attention of the federal and Lagos state governments to the dilapidated road of the market, which he said is the major challenge facing the market, which according to him contributes over $4 billion to the Nigeria economy.
The problem is that Alaba International Market is the highest electronic market in the Sahara Africa. And all the electronics all the refineries they use in Nigeria and West African country is being brought by Araba traders. So Araba international market is well known in the whole Africa, in the international world, that Alaba is the biggest electronic market. And now we want to make Alaba international market. For a few years ago, the market have lost its glory. But they want to restore back, they want to bring the glory of Alaba back. Some people knew Alaba's weird fake product, or people that is thief and rogues that are doing business, but it's not so. So we want to tell the world that Alaba is still Alaba. Alaba is we have a good people that are doing business genuinely.
From Orifite in Ekusigo local government area, I am Emmanuel Okonkwo reporting for ABS News.
It was a moment of reunion and rediscovery of sociocultural links as Ndi Adazienu, Adaziani, and Adazi Nnuku of Anochia Council area celebrate the first ever Adazi Day. The celebration, which was held at Divine Mercy School Field, Adazienu, attracted the traditional rulers of the three communities, their traditional prime ministers, president generals, other cabinet chiefs, sons and daughters of the community to the event. And Amaka Chibuzo Okoye was there and now reports.
The first ever celebration between the three communities under the United Adazi Association was to remind themselves that they were born by one man, Okotu, and should be doing things together and show brotherliness among themselves. The celebration resurrected their ancestral culture, where the old women and men displayed to the younger generation what they will uphold as part of their identity. The traditional ruler of Adazienu, Igwe Obalechelo, sued for sustenance of their union as one body, which will earn them much, warning against disunity and acts that will destroy the efforts of the association. His Adaziani and Adazinuku counterparts, Igwe Robert Nwankwo and Igwe Professor Augustine Obiekezie, prayed for more development, peace, progress, and united Adazi. While felicitating with Ndi Adazi, the senator representing Anambra Central Senatorial District, Chief Victor Ume, said people should always come together with communal spirit, saying that instituting the association will bring them together to share love and attract development. So because in an address of welcome, the chairman of United Adazi Association, Engineer Cyril Aneto, said they intend to achieve political relevance and alignment, appointment, conflict resolution, exchange of culture, among other things. The celebration witnessed award presentation to sons and daughters of Adazi who distinguished themselves in various aspects, of which the State Attorney General and Commissioner for Justice, Mrs. Ujunwog, was one of them. In their remarks, the chairman on the occasion, Chief Joseph Chukwuka, and the chairman planning committee, Salivai Obaleke, said the program is an avenue to promote their culture and tradition and to instill it in the life of the younger generation to know that they are of the same ancestry. Masquerading, Ushe dance, and other cultural dances added glamour to the celebration. From Adazienu, and Nocha Council area, is being Amaka Chibuzo Okoye, ABS News.
Hundreds of passengers escaped death early today in Lagos when a mass transit shuttle train derailed. More details shortly when we come back. Do stay with us.
Day one, Globe makes life easier. They brought us per second billing, unbelievable data packages, and even an optic fiber cable to make sure we optimize. There are two things in our lives we depend on daily: communication and information, voice and data. Whether you sell, buy, learn, teach, serve, or lead, it really comes down to those two things: voice or data. Today's world is all about you. You want what you want, how you want it, and Glow delivers. The freedom to use voice and data the way you like on every recharge. Easy.
Glow Yakata, a heavyweight voice and data plan. We charge 100 naira and get 2,200 naira. Minimum 500 naira to call all networks and 10 friends and family. Plus all the data you need, up to 6 gigabytes. Buy a Glow SIM or dial *220# to migrate. Glow, Grandmasters of Data.
Welcome back and thanks for staying with us. The incident which happened, I beg your pardon, hundreds of passengers escaped death earlier today in Lagos when a mass transit shuttle train derailed at the Ashade Railroad crossing in Agege, Ikeja corridors in Lagos. The incident, which was learnt happened at about 7:15 a.m., left some of the passengers injured. Some personnel from various security agencies immediately cordoned off the area to maintain law and order, while some of the injured were rushed to some hospitals in the neighborhood for first aid treatments. Mr. Augustine Arisa, the acting Lagos District Manager of the Nigerian Railway Corporation, NRC, said that no life was lost. However, no life was lost during the incident. The place of indigenous music in building harmonious living in the society was a topic of discussion at the official launch of Oloma Jesu music album of popular event Compare and Governor Willie Obiano's aide, Sir Anthony Ugoji. Kenachukwu Chukudi was at the launch and in this report tells us how the event took place.
Kerry Market Square was filled with lovers of music, friends and well-wishers of the celebrant, who the album will be his third, coming more than 19 years after his last. Speaking on why he has been away from the music scene since his last album in the year 2000, Sir Anthony revealed that music is inborn, but his busy schedule with Imambem kept him away, but that he had to break away and let his fans and music lovers know he is still much around with his music. He advised that children must be taught the need to identify with songs that represent the culture of their people, while love for one another should be the thought at all times.
First album is Oloma Jesu. Olu Jesus Christ in alona ndu anyị on daily basis. Ife Chineke na-eme na ndu anyị. Amarom na mma no ebe no today. But no Jesu or Jesus Christ. Or onye bi n'enu malụ amụrụ mmadụ.
The chairman on the occasion, Mr. Pascal Okeke, pointed out that music is a political tool for social change which can be used to speak against ills in government like Fela did, and agreed that African music teaches morals, literature and wise counsel which the youth should begin to appreciate.
In music, it tells you stories, historical stories. Music teaches you morals. It teaches you literature, because some musicians use idiomatic expressions to deliver what they want to say. So we need to teach our children how to enjoy our music.
For Nze Uche Nwora, the Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer of Anambra Broadcasting Service, Sir Anthony is a highly talented individual whose importance to the state showed in the people that came to support him.
Everybody knows him as Okibombem. He's a very highly talented individual. We've seen his work over the years. I encountered him 4 years ago when I came to ABS. And since then, we've worked well together. And if you look at the work he has done for the government, using his genre of music and praise singing to project the work of His Excellency, the Governor of Anambra State, Chief Willie Obiano, likewise all the various ministries in the state. So it's something quite unique and encouraging. So that's why we came out today to support him.
Apart from the unveiling of the album and launch, Okibumbem, as Sir Anthony is popularly called, took the center stage to give his audience a feel of his music. From Ekenri in Anocha Council area, it's been Kenechukwu Chukwudi for ABS News.
Moving over to the foreign scene, a series of Taliban attacks in western and northern Afghanistan has killed 21 members of the country's security forces, Afghan officials say. Jamshil Shakabi, spokesperson for the governor in western Baghaz province, said the fighters overran the outpost there, killing 6 policemen yesterday. Council member Shamshul Haq Bagzai in northern Baghlan provinces said 7 members of the local police force were killed there on the same day. In northern Takar province, council member Rahuallah Roufi said 8 policemen were shot. The Taliban also attacked security checkpoints in Kunduz province, killing soldiers and policemen. Usborne Football Club has won the Gold Club of County Football League with a cash prize of 300,000 naira, having beaten their rivals, Suleja Football Club, 3-1 in a penalty shootout. Suleja Football Club thereby went home with the Silver Cup and clinched 200,000 naira, while the second runner-up, Nkwele Football Club, lifted the Bronze Cup after defeating the Mbuke team, winning a cash prize of 100,000 naira. And our correspondent, Valentine Mbaduga, takes the story from here.
County Football Tournament, which is the third on this series and held at Umunnachi Stadium, featured masquerade display, performance by a music artist, as well as other side attractions. In his speech, the sole initiator, donor and sponsor of the County Cup, Engineer Emeka Okonkwo, while expressing satisfaction over the conduct of the teams during the tournament, noted that his overall aim was to encourage the youths who are talented in soccer to develop their career, which will attract more development and unity to their town. He further advised the teams who lost out in the tournament to improve as next year's County Cup will be better and more attractive.
Unity, that's the watchword. The unity among the youths and keeping them off the street, that reduces crime in the society.
In a remark, the Senior Special Assistant to the Governor on Grassroots Media Affairs and Chairman Nnachi Football Association, Sir Emeka Odionu, noted that County Cup has been of great positive impact to Umunnachi community and called on other well-meaning in the Anambra to invest in sports development through grassroots football, as it will improve the economic growth and development of the state and Nigeria at large.
Secondary school to build sports, athletics, boxing, hockey, and football. When you start from secondary school, I give each secondary school all sporting equipment. From there, they will grow. We have talents. What they are lacking is the environment to harness their talent.
On his part, the President General of Umunnachi Progressive Union, Mr. Ikechukwu Odiono, called on both government and private individuals to create more employment and increase revenue through sports.
Sports is a vital aspect of our developmental programs for the community, and all of us are witnesses to it today.
The County Cup, which ended with so much excitement, produced Chijoke Aniaboso of Usborne Football Club as the best goalkeeper, Chidi Onyeka of Nkwele Football Club as the most valuable player of the tournament, and Nicholas Godwin of the same team as the highest goal scorer. From Umunnachi in Dunukofia local government area, Valentine Mbadoga reporting for ABS News.
Now, don't forget that you can follow our news and programs on ABS from any part of the world simply by logging on to our website, which is www.absradiotv.com. or like us on our Facebook page at www.facebook.com/ABS Radio Television, or follow us on our Twitter and Instagram handle at ABS Radio TV. Before we end the news, we'll go through a recap of the highlights for this evening. Governor Obiano has charged state citizenry on the act of giving to bring positive change in their vicinities. Management of Alaba International Market have expressed intentions to partner with the state government. Hundreds have escaped death in Lagos train accidents. And on the foreign scene, Taliban has attacked North and West Afghanistan, killing policemen and soldiers. And with that, we'll wrap up the evening news. Many thanks for being with us. My name is Ifunaya Amafili. Do have a pleasant day.